Hello, my name is Caitlin Carroll, and I chose to do my presentation and final paper with Sam Sabino, but due to quarantine, I will be the one presenting the recorded presentation. For our final presentation, we will be discussing a data analysis for blockbuster movies during the year of 2019. We chose this topic because of how in-demand movie purchases have become over the past couple of weeks due to the COVID-19 outbreak. As full-time college student athletes, we spend a lot of time on buses, airplanes, in hotels, and we sometimes find ourselves bored with nothing to do. Finding quality movies is not always easy, so we wanted to conduct a study and analyze data based on the most popular genres back in the year of 2019. Our data came from www.thenumbers.com. Our plan was to break down a list of 679 ranked movies to help find the best picks in each genre. Our goals were to find out more about who made the movie and the success it had in theaters. We used a data visualization model. Data visualization models generate charts to help interpret, analyze, and learn from the data. We chose to utilize a pivot table. Pivot tables make analyzing large sums of data much easier and understandable. Our large amount of data was based on distributors, release date, genre, gross revenue, and tickets sold. The good thing about pivot tables is that they are easy to play around with. For example, if we preferred a certain distributor over another, we would add distributor to the rows column to figure out which movies were produced. Due to the easiness in creating and reading pivot tables, it was convenient for us to refer back to it if necessary in order to change our fields based on what variables were most important. Like I just said, we got our data from the Numbers website, which has annual movie charts in relation to revenue, genre, tickets sold, etc. We liked how the categories were separated by rank, movie name, release date, distributor, genre, 2019 gross, and tickets sold per movie. We transferred the data over to an Excel spreadsheet to then transform it into a table. From there, we sorted the pivot table by genre in rows, movie in rows, count of genre in columns, and the sum of tickets sold in columns. So our first data table consists of the genre of films, the count for each genre, and the sum of tickets sold. As you can see, the most lucrative genre based on sales is adventure, with 424,863,549 tickets sold on just 49 movies. The next is action movies at about 100 million less, with 6 more movie options. The least popular is Western films at about 221,241 tickets sold on just 4 movies for the entire year. Our next 2 tables show the category of romantic comedy specifically. The tables show the movie based on the count of genre, which is obviously 1 for each, and then the sum of tickets sold. The tables also show that FIB produced the most amount of movies for romantic comedy in the year of 2019, and Isn't It Romantic had the largest sum of ticket sales. And our final graph is a bar graph that gives a great visual representation of the number of tickets sold per genre. Being able to see the significant difference in sales based on genre helps better depict the popularity adventure movies have in comparison to all the other genres. This is useful information because it can help influence a consumer's decision on what movie to see based on genre and success. Our model was easy to analyze and very understandable. Drama movies had the highest count of movies in their genre, yet it only sold about half the tickets in comparison to action and adventure movies. Our pivot table helped us to formulate questions and opinions towards which movies we should watch. Through sorting this data in a pivot table, one can efficiently search data based on the criteria that is important to the user. Overall, our pivot table and graph show our user-friendly approach to our model. A suggestion we have for using this model is to make sure you understand your data fields so that you can easily read your pivot tables. If you are using unfamiliar data, it may be hard to maneuver the fields in order to show you your desired result. In closing, it was very clear that some genres were more popular and successful than others. The pivot table was a very useful tool in helping us understand, interpret, and analyze our results based on our data. As we know, the COVID-19 outbreak has changed life as we know it, and movies have taken over the majority for entertainment and occupying one's time. Knowing which genre to watch based off of success and popularity is a very in-demand topic right now. Quarantine is something nobody has ever experienced before. With that being said, movies, shows, and other forms of entertainment have skyrocketed over the past month. The reason we were so interested in pursuing and presenting this topic is because of the effect it is having on our population. Movie theaters are losing money due to the COVID-19 outbreak. This outbreak has also shown consumers that staying home and purchasing a movie may be cheaper than going out to the theaters. Movie theaters are not only overpriced, but consumers do not own the movie after viewings. It is a one-time deal and a one-time purchase, whereas at home, when purchasing a movie, the consumer now owns the movie and has the accessibility to watch it anytime, anywhere. So that concludes our presentation. Thank you for listening and have a good day.